Pretty interesting, Jimmy.
Holy look at the tunnels.
Yeah, going everywhere, aren't they?
1, 2, 3, 4. There's a lot of workings down here.
Oh, far out. They must have been finding opal here. Was this you, George?
I've got some money, no big money, a lot of rubbish.
They use tunnelling machines over here, which is completely different to what we use. George's tunnelling machine cuts a circle.
This is how you freaking dig. The first 2 minutes, we've already made it that far in. You can imagine how far this thing would go in an hour.
Just talking to George, he said that if we can go for a wander, find a nice spot that we like, we can start jackhammering. What do you reckon, Jimmy?
Rod and JC are looking for signs of a slip. A fracture in the rock where long ago silica-rich water settled, forming opal.
We've had a bit of a scratch here, look.
There's material there, though.
We're going to run back this side. I'd say this has fallen out after they've gone through. Because the...
Oh, yeah, all this.
Yeah, the slip's coming down here.
That is a good sign right there.
I think we found our spot, mate. We're going to have a dig with jackhammers while they're with the tunnelling machine. I've got a bit of colour, mate.
Woo, doggy!
I can see a flash of red in here, Jim. Look. You got a twinkle there, Jimmy. But this is what we got to shift. This hard stuff up here to get into this stuff. This seam is developing on the way up there. If we run a set of bombs along the bottom here and then a set of bombs up the top there, I reckon we could shift a hell of a lot more ground than these little jackhammers. The problem is, George, we got real soft stuff on the bottom and real hard stuff on the top.
That's a good one.
Do you think it'd be a good idea set half a dozen bombs in there?
Yeah, man. Anytime you like. You want to do it now?
You reckon we set some bombs?
Of course we do. Out. Out. All the way out. That's it.
Jesus. Put me in charge of this. Got a bag of freaking explosives right here.
So we're setting off 5 charges today. George thinks this is the optimal amount. If we go any more, we're just going to be pointlessly blowing up rock there.
I join the detonator. You push it. Now the bomb is alive.
Yeah.
Anything can happen to the bomb. And if you're naughty boy, can send you up the top, the paradise.
As George lights the bombs, we'll find a safe spot.
I'll be back in a minute.
Alrighty.
We're setting live bombs off underground. It's crazy. I've never even dreamed of mining like this, but that's how you do it here?
So we'll be in this area here. So a lot of things can go wrong with this because it does send a shockwave through the ground. It's a very old mine. Just sit here quietly with your fingers in your ears and open your mouth for the shockwave. Counted 4, George. What about you?
There was definitely only 4.
All right, it sometimes happens, yes. Double, boom, goes two together.
But how many did you hear?
I hear 4. I heard 4, but I'm going to check anyway. You stay here, and I'll come back in a minute.
You all right, George?
Yep.
Me and Jimmy only heard 4, but there's a possibility that 2 shots went off together.
George is about to go back down there and put himself in the firing line.
He has to have a look and make the call whether 4 went off or whether 5 went off. Not a good situation for the young bloke to see first up with his first blast underground with explosives. This is as dangerous as it gets. Yeah, well, we don't really know what to do. The Fox has gone off to check how many bombs went off, and we're just waiting. We can't hear anything. He's not answering us.
You there, Yanni?
Yeah, mate, I'm here.
Your dad's just gone over to the drive to have a look to see if...
4 went off or 5 went off. this is honestly worst case scenario.
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking. I'm wondering if I should start freaking out or not. Like,
So, George?
Where you are, boys?
George!
Hey.
Bloody
That's all
hell, mate.
All done, mate. Everything's all right.
We're all good?
No problem, man.
They all
Holy...
Yeah,
went 5.
all gone, yes.
So 2 went together?
Yes.
work.
Yes.
bloody hell.
Come on.
George come back and said that all bombs went off. Yeah, hell of a relief.
You want me to put a
Holy
Hey?
That would have taken us bloody 2 days with those jackhammers.
10 minutes, just blown the whole wall away.
That's what people do with taka money. They don't want to get the dirt.
Yeah.
Just to get the opal, you know.
You see what he's done here, mate? That's the seam that we were jackhammering. Now he's exposed the entire seam.
It's all just ready for the picking.
Never touch it, eh? Like it, young fellow?
Bloody
Be
love
careful
it,
the
mate.
light. That's it.
Oh!
Anything?
Let's go, baby!
Good luck, boys. Yeah, good luck.
Oh, cheesy Cooper Booty! Well, pickle me friggin' grandmother.
Oh, mate, you are the bomb king.
And some more here.
There's more here too.
And there too, Muddy.
Yeah.
Look at that.
Just go a little bit.
Mate, it's got colour all through it. And it's thick material. Like, that's what we're here for. Like, come on, man. Look at that. Oh,
What do you got?
look at that. Look at that. That's part of this seam, this creamy
Hold down,
colour,
eh?
baby.
Oh, Jimmy!
Good.
Typical Pete Cooper Petey crystal, the white milky stuff. It's not huge money, but it's more than we started out with.
Oh, like, that was a bit sketchy before, but 100% use bombs again if this is the result.
Oh, Jim, look.
No, wait, that is crystal.
That's a good one,
That's
isn't it?
nice
That-
crystal.
It is a nice stone.
That is a cracker, George.
Yes, it's lovely.
Got a fair bit of money there. I don't think we can do any more here. There's no more,
No, there's no colour up
there's
there.
no colour left up here. Let's go show Yanni what we got, eh?
Yes, yes.
Whoo-wee. Let's get out of here.
Good day's work, eh?
Yeah, no, it's good. Ah, it's a nice stone, isn't it, crystal?
I've got a buyer. Should be here in the next couple of days.
Yeah?
We can clean it up. Would you be keen on showing him and seeing if he wants to buy it from?
With a payday looking likely for JC and Rod, the next challenge, to find somewhere to sleep for the night.
Got a bit of a lead on a Sheila in town. She runs an accommodation place. Needs a bit of renovation done on the dugout, apparently.
Make a bit of money, go to bed for the night. That sounds good to me, Rod.
Interesting looking place, Jimmy.
It's certainly underground.
Rod and JC have come to see Yanni and George's friend, Tina Scott, who runs the Opal Cave Inn, one of the biggest opal and accommodation businesses in Cooper Pedy.
Hey, this is all right, isn't it? She did say that she might be out the back and go and find her. Geez, look at this place, Jimmy.
How cool are dugouts?
It's pretty cool, isn't it?
Oh, it's unreal.
Look at this. Big bedroom.
You want to expand your house, you just dig a
Dig.
new bedroom.
More people live underground here than probably anywhere in the world.
Yeah, well, you got to. Desert heat.
Makes sense, doesn't it? Hey, Tina, you about anywhere, mate?
Yeah, come through, Rod. How are you? Welcome.
How you going, Tina?
So this is it, Tina? This is what you want done, mate?
Yes,
All
definitely.
this stuff that's peeling off.
Yes.
Yeah.
The humidity inside has made it quite moist and the plaster is coming away, so I'd really need that all tapping down in preparation for resealing. Most of us live underground,
Yeah.
70% of the population, in
70%,
fact.
yeah?
At least.
Yeah?
Cool in summer,
Yeah.
warm in winter.
Yeah.
And the miners in the beginning, in their little tin shed, cook tea.
Yeah, that's what we do.
And they thought, well, I'm going back down here to sleep in their mine, and that's how it all started. This is the other job. It needs taking down a good foot
Easy.
and a shelf here.
Let's get down nitty-gritty. What do we...
Well, if you can complete the job to my satisfaction,
Yep.
300 each.
Well, I know you got some accommodation. We're looking for a bed. $300 plus a bed for the night.
Right.
That all right?
And I'll let you in on a little secret.
Yeah.
Opal was found in this area.
Yeah?
Really?
50-50.
Oh, absolutely.
Thank you.
Thank you very much, Tina.
We do have accommodation available, and JC and Rod are quite welcome to stay there. It's all underground, if they do a good job.
We're getting paid $300 each for renovations, and we have the chance to find Opal in here.
Oh, it's a bit of a dog's breakfast, isn't it? Jeez, is that rotten as? We got 2 jobs to do, and we need to get into it because she wants it all done today. Hey, you goose, what are you doing?
Yeah, come on. Big tough Opal miner. Oh,
I reckon that's probably good enough, mate, don't you?
yeah.
Tiny bit of tidying up, and then we'll go on to the next job, eh? Don't forget what she said. There's been opal found down here, so keep an eye out, mate. Hey! What's going on there, Jimmy? The power supply might be a little bit dodgy, I think. Hey!
Oh, you're kidding me.
It's as black as a dog's guts in here.
All right.
Oh!
We have light. You all right? What's your step?
Step there, Jimmy. I'd say it'd be them. Yes, Jimmy. Power, mate. Hey, Jimmy! Grab us that light and bring it over here.
What?
I've got colour.
Bullshit.
And it's big and it's friggin' cheesy, mate.
You
No,
don't.
fair dinkum. Oh. I never even saw that when I was bloody digging that out, mate. Look at that. See, we got no bloody lights down here. I can't see anything. That's where it's come from. Here, look at that.
Stop it. We get 50% of this. Oh,
There's a bit of money there, mate. See what I mean? You've got to create opportunities.
that's a massive bit of crystal. It's thick. It's got colour running all the way through it.
I got a bit of an idea, Jimmy. Potentially, we could get $1,500 for this, and we're in front. We got to buy her out.
Yeah.
Well, we haven't found a lot of opal, but there's one nice big chunk of it. And I'd just like to run the gamble on it a little bit, try and buy Tina out with it and just take the opal. Cut that shelf in more so you can put some stuff on the shelf.
Very good.
And you can walk under here now without banging your scone.
Absolutely.
I've had a bit of an idea of letting Jimmy run with trying to make the deal with her. It's going to be a little bit of a challenge for the young fella because Tina's no mug, you know. She owns an opal shop in Cooper Pedy. She's been dealing in opal for a long time.
So I owe you 600.
But just hang on a second.
But have a look at that.
And this all just came out of the same area.
Yeah, one tiny little
one little pocket. In the beginning, you went with a 50-50 deal with us.
Yeah.
If we found any opal, we'd like to kind of buy you out of the stone, in a sense. How about you keep $300 and we keep the stone?
No, this is my offer. You can have all of this, but you can't have any of this.
Well, what about $400? Because think about it. That's saying that that's worth $800 in the rough. $800 for a rough stone. I know it's a big stone.
That's worth at least $1,200 in the rough. No way.
Huh?
No. You're not getting any of this if you want that.
You drive a bloody hard bargain there.
In a bid to make their cross-country road trip pay off, rookie miner JC is struggling in his first solo negotiation.
No deal?
No. This is quite good quality.
As he tries to buy Tina out of the Opal, he and Rod found renovating her underground business.
You're not getting any of this, and you can have all that.
So it's $600 for the stones.
And I'm doing you a big favour.
Alrighty. You got a deal,
Yep.
Tina.
And
You
the
got a
bed,
deal.
remember?
Yeah, and we got the bed. You got yourself a deal.
Thank you, Tina.
You're welcome.
She was never going to negotiate with me. She knew what that stone was worth and what she wanted for it.
To reach the river, Tasmanian sapphires have been on a multi-million-year journey. The sapphire forms within rock, kilometres below the Earth's crust. Eruptions of magma transport it to the surface. Rain and weather grind the rock away, releasing the sapphire into the rivers, where the dense sapphire settles under the riverbed gravels. The only way to mine them here is to get into the river.
Oh, we've been lugging these bloody wetsuits all the way down here. Is it actually that cold in the river?
Oh, yeah. If you were in there without a wetsuit, half an hour you'd be hypothermic and maybe dead. They protect you when you fall, snakes, leeches. If someone does get hurt too, and then they're immobilised, they take on the form of a survival suit. So they're really important.
This here is our best chance of making some money in Tasmania. Tasmanian sapphire's worth a lot of money. The deal we got with Chris is he takes 50% and we take 50%. If we can get a good score here, it's going to set us up, pay for our trip over here, and set us up for the next part of our trip. Am I right in thinking up there, this side of them waterfalls might be a good spot?
Yeah, base of waterfalls is good. The sapphires stop in places where there's deceleration.
Yep.
And settle. I reckon this looks like a great spot. Sapphires might have collected here. We'll put JC underwater on a pipe and some goggles. And you have to step on his back to keep him under because he's really buoyant in the wetsuit.
Wait, what?
You'll be right, you'll be right.
On a serious note, if he taps out, let him up.
Hold on.
He's like a cork.
Hang on.
There we go.
JC collects the gravel where sapphire may have settled, and they will sift it to reveal the gems. But Chris has a trick for narrowing the odds. Another gemstone, black spinel. It's not valuable, but being black, it's easy to spot amongst the sandy gravel.
We use that black spinel as an indicator mineral. Black spinel has almost the identical specific gravity of sapphire. It tells us that this is a spot that's potentially collected other heavy things like sapphire. That's got a bit of spinel in it.
JC's having a big go. And he's really getting stuck in, and it is bloody cold in there, you know, like you can hardly stop shivering between bloody scoops.
We're going to sieve it, and that's how we'll get at them. Because the sapphires are heavier, they'll sink to the bottom of the sieve, and we'll give it a flip. Good flip.
What exactly are we looking for? Is it going to be a blue stone?
Yep,
Yeah.
it'll be sitting
It'll
on
all
top.
be on that top bit.
Yep.
Yeah.
There's not much there.
We need it to get a lot better. This at the moment, we haven't made anything yet.
Our first spot has been a bit of a dud, so that's a bit of a bummer. This next spot needs to pay off.
That's up to Lady Luck. I generally work on about one cuttable stone every 2 days. So if we get a cuttable stone, I'll be stoked. Where are the goggles?
Uh-oh.
About those.
JC's lost the goggles. It's a bit embarrassing, I mean. A typical young bloke, half does something, doesn't do it right, and now they're gone.
Well, we need to find them.
JC, what have you done, brother? Oh, Chris is going to think we're a pair of drongos.
And then we're digging blind.
Yeah! Hey, look!
Victory!
You've just saved yourself a belt up the back of the head with a shovel, mate.
Woo! The first find of the day. Not sapphires, but it's
Almost a sight better, my God.
At the back. Yep, there you go. Straddle the beast.
My God, somebody called Greenpeace.
Settle down the area. Come on.
We're wasting daylight, Rod.
That's a bucket.
That's a bucket. Well done, champion.
It was a good spot there. It was like down a crevice sort of thing in there. And the gravel in the bottom of it looked pretty good to me. Oh, look. There. Mate! Oh, man, it's big and it's cheesy, Jimmy!
It's cheesy, mate.
Look at that colour.
That's beautiful.
That's an opal blue.
This one is just the perfect shape for cutting one big round. It's so clean on the outside and the colour's unbelievable. They're beautiful. Really beautiful. Beginner's luck. Bloody hell. To get two good stones in one go like that, that's a dream. I don't know, you couldn't script it.
This cold water, the leeches, everything, and we've actually done what we set out to do. You know, we set out to find sapphires and we found sapphires.
We've got a bit of black spinel, quartz and some really good blue sapphires. My experience in the gem world, you'd make up two parcels and then the other person would pick which one they want.
And that's how you know it's fair.
Yeah.
He's splitting it, he don't know which one we're picking. And for me, and we need to agree on this one, for me, that's the parcel. I love the blue in that long skinny buggy.
I know. I'm with
Couldn't
you.
agree more.
I'm with you, partner.
Roughly, what do you think, well, our parcel's going to be worth?
Something like that could be worth $200 to $300.
All right.
Only $200 or $300.
Yep, as rough.
$300 for that, you know, that's no good to us. So it goes back, everything for me goes back to Opal. So with Opal, you can value add. Heard you're a pretty good jeweller. Is there any chance of value adding our parcel?
Once a stone is cut and you can see its finished qualities, the price climbs.
Hopefully we're going to have a bloody sight more than $300 when he's finished with it.
I've really wanted to get these sapphires, not just for the money game, but Emma just loves them. It's a birthstone. What do you think about if I could get some of them made up into maybe like a ring?
Could you make a ring and we still have a few cut stones left over?
Oh, yeah, for sure.
For sure?
Yeah, if you like, I can even take a portion of them as payment for the ring, because obviously there's going to be some metal and labour, and we just call it quits there.
How does that sound?
Yeah.
Yeah?
Yeah, that'll be it.
G'day, guys. I'm Hannah. Nice to meet you.
JC, nice to meet you, Hannah.
These two guys will be flying with you today down to Mount Ebert Station.
Yep, sounds good.
We want to get the generator out there. Their power system's gone out. It's really urgent.
I'm used to mow lawns, but that's a bit different, using the old lawnmower to pull a plane.
Keep coming. Keep coming. Righto. Good.
Beautiful. Push it down, that's it. So if you want to tow it slowly, tow it behind the other end.
Yeah, no worries.
Beautiful. And Brad, we'll keep an eye on the wings.
It's a pretty big thrust. I mean, I don't know how much this is worth, but it's got to be worth a few dollars. And they're letting bloody JC tow it around.
Perfect. Good job.
They obviously don't know how he drives.
So if you just lift up that little latch and turn it around, you'll be able to pull it out.
You ever filled up a plane before, Rod?
Yeah, actually I have. We used to use the crank thing on top of the drum.
By hand, do it by hand.
That one's full.
Perfect. All right, boys, we'll go get this Jenny.
You betcha.
And then we're ready to fly.
And then we're ready to fly. So this is our emergency response vehicle, boys. The main day of the flooding, this is what we're taking down the front street to get ourselves to the pub and to the office.
Really?
Yep.
There's that much water in your kayak and work out here?
About up to here on me.
Where?
Yep.
Bloody hell.
Right, Anna, where's this bloody Jenny? Hang on.
Can we bring it up over?
Yep.
Beautiful.
Got it?
Yep.
How heavy is it?
Oh, you got it?
Yep.
Yep.
Look, it's got a handle and everything, Jimmy.
Oh.
A bit complicated for you, isn't it? All right? All right.
Straight in.
All right?
Yep.
Beautiful.
Twice.
Good job, guys.
Ready to
Thank
go.
you very much for your help. You guys all got me there?
I gotcha.
Everyone's all good? Seatbelts are on?
We're clipped in. Let's go make a delivery.
Beautiful. Let's go save Mount Eba.
We're off, Jimmy. Excellent takeoff.
Thanks, JC. Sorry, Rod, just got to touch your legs again.
Nah, mate, I quite enjoy it. Oh, is this the property here?
Yep. Mount Eba, they operate about 26,000 sheep.
And they got 1 million acres here. It's a fair bit of dirt. I reckon they've got some opal country on here, right? Yeah, I think they just might have, Jimmy. We might have to come back here.
Part of the reason I wanted to do this volunteer work is for JC to fly over it and get a different perspective of the geology of prime opal country.
We're down and clear of a one-way traffic.
Now that's a cool machine, Jimmy. Gyrocopter. You use them out here for aerial muster and they're a lot cheaper to run than a helicopter.
The journey will be brilliant for us just for the moment, now that it's coming hot after the big rain, because we don't have power out here.
Good job, boys.
For a fortnight or 3 weeks there was no trucks, no food supplies, no nothing getting through. We're living in a desert, so what we've had is masses of water turn little creeks into rivers, really.
Means a lot. Like, it's been, pretty tough.
Yeah, I can only imagine.
No, this is brilliant. This is what we need. Fantastic. Thank you so much.
Been a few heavy things for us to lift, but I think us just being here sort of lifts morale a bit.
Oh, no. Is there any fruit?
Look at that. Beautiful.
And down the bottom, there's some good stuff.
Beautiful. Thanks very much. I really appreciate what you've done. Fantastic.
Next stop, Andamuka. But first, Rod's arranged a surprise for JC. Roughly 100 million years ago, the enormous Eromanga Sea covered much of Central Australia. This was the source of silica-rich water crucial to forming opal, on a scale never seen before on Earth. One of the last remnants of the inland sea today, a gigantic, normally dry, salt lake.
Welcome to Lake Hare.
Oh my goodness. That is incredible.
It's not frozen at the moment.
The last time was what, 74? Who knows what the next
And
time
it's
will be.
only happened 3 times in recorded history. So this whole area you can see now, guys, the one that looks really blue, that's the lowest point in Australia, 49 feet below sea level.
No sea level.
Yeah.
So it's the same level that we mine opal on. You can only find opal where the inland sea's be.
Oh, wow.
Nowhere else. But you reckon this is like the last point that the inland sea would have dried up? Just dried up to this point. So this lake is sort of the birthplace of opal, Jimmy, 120 million years. It feels like that, doesn't it? Yep. I am completely blown away by this.
Thanks so much for your help, guys. I'll drop you back in Andamuka now.
Not a problem at all.
It's the non-monetary things that I'm learning that are the really important things.
Bye, guys.
Thanks so much for that, Hannah.
It was a pleasure to have you on board.
was a bit hesitant at the beginning, but I'm really glad we did that, Rod.
I'm glad, mate. You realise what goes around comes around.
Yeah, it was unreal, but we still haven't made that much money on this leg of it.
Jimmy keeps reminding me we got a $10,000 target for this trip, and at the moment we're absolutely nowhere near it. We might have a bit of a problem, mate. The temp's creeping up.
Rod.
This ain't the spot to have a breakdown, I can
Yeah,
tell you
I
that.
know.
We're in the middle of bloody nowhere and it's 45 degrees out there.
I know, I thought you said land is reliable.
It is reliable.
That's not reliable.
The reliable who breaks down.
Whoa, Jesus.
That's hot. Jesus Christ, that's hot.
Freaking bubbling, Rod.
Not good, Jimmy.
Have we just cooked the car?
I hope not.
It's really not looking good. The whole car's cooked, I reckon. And we're in the middle of nowhere.
When's enough of this enough?
I see this journey as being integral to me as a miner, but I also need it to pay because I'm going to have a family as soon as I get back home.
This is it, Pete?
Yeah, this is it. Just come down, you'll see it there. You
Yep.
see the band in the wall, just like
Over
the
there,
other place.
yep.
You see, and just look after yourselves and the heater up. So no, don't overdo it.
Righto.
Is that level they're talking about?
Yep.
Straight on there.
Yep. We just got to be a little bit careful here, mate, because you got all this overhang above you. When we start jackhammering, anything big and loose up there is going to come down. And the other problem is we're right in the middle of the day here with that sun right above us, and we've got no breeze, no nothing in here. It's going to get bloody hot. Yeah, so just watch yourself, all right?
Alrighty.
Yeah, working in this heat, it isn't just about getting worn out and tired. It can be deadly.
With more than 500 people dying from heat stress in Australia every year, Rod and JC need to monitor themselves carefully.
It's freaking hot.
Symptoms of heat exhaustion include a rapid heart rate, headaches and nausea.
Oi, Jimmy.
Yeah.
Is that that matrix he's talking about? You just see the colour, I reckon.
Oh, look at that.
There
Once
it
you get
is.
water on it.
Oh, purple, look.
Flash green all over the top.
Well, I wouldn't go flash.
No,
That's matrix.
But look, that is 100% what he was showing us the other day. That's definitely, that's opal colour.
That'd be that stuff to cook.
Well, I don't really know what this stuff is worth because it doesn't look too amazing from just the outlook, but if we find heaps of it, you know, it might be worth something.
Oi! Oi! Let's have a little bit of a break for a while, Jimmy. This is a bloody marathon, it's not a sprint.
I kind of want to just dig a little more of this face here. Just because, like,
You
that
need the
matrix just came out of there, and if we're getting, you know, colour matrix, maybe there's crystal right here.
Yeah, maybe there is, but it ain't going nowhere. It's hot. It's like, it's pushing 50.
All right, I'll be up in a second.
Pace yourself, young fella.
Oh, look, it's hot as damn hell right now, but the promise of the trip is that Rod's going to have $10,000 and I'm going to have $10,000 in our pockets at the end of this, and we're nowhere near there at this point. You know, it would have been better off for me to just stay home and mow lawns. I am learning a lot, an incredible amount. It's priceless the knowledge, but it's not the money that I need to take home to Emma and Bubs. I need to make every minute count in the wall here, and we need to start producing some good opal. We just found some matrix, and it could run into, like, crystal right in here.
It's hotter than the shearer's armpit down there. It's horrible. Absolutely horrible. Young bloke just won't slow down. It's not being tough, it's being bloody stupid, it's what it is. I don't know, I think it might be time to cool the young fella down a bit. He might burr up, but it's for his own good. JC's just not listening to me at the moment, and for the sake of his health, he needs to. Cool down a bit, young fella. You'll burn yourself out.
What the hell are you doing?
Cooling you down.
I thought I was just collapsing on me.
Well, it wasn't. It was water. You need to cool down.
Are you f***ing joking right now?
I've done you a favour and you've cooled down. I'm not...
Get right, that mate. That
Tried to cool a young fella down and he ended up burring up and getting hot and he wasn't from the start. You know, I'll go back down there in a minute once I've had a break and a cool down. If he had half a brain, he would as well. He's not doing himself any favours.
Rod's going around all these towns and getting to see old mates and it's a bit of a laugh for him, but I need to find some opal here. We've got a bit of a matrix in the wall. It's a time to put some effort in and dig and pull out some decent opal that we can make some money on.
Oh, that's not good. That's about what I thought was going to happen. Can't tell these young blokes.
After desperately pushing to find opal in Andamuka's 40-degree heat, JC is now showing early signs of heat exhaustion. Untreated, it can lead to heat stroke, a life-threatening emergency where the body can't cool itself.
Yeah, I'm going to tip water on you.
Yep. Thank you. Can I have some here?
When you're young, you think you're invincible, but you're not. All right. Get over to the landy. I just got to try and slow him down a bit. He's like a bull at a bloody gate at times. All right?
I'm right. I don't know what the hell just happened.
It's heat exhaustion, mate. I think we might have got it in time.
I don't feel hot, though. I didn't
Yeah,
feel hot
that's
then.
one of the symptoms.
All I've really wanted to do all day is to put in some hard work, pull something out, but my vision started to go a bit hazy.
That's just like hydrolytes, mate. It'll put all those salts back in your body.
And then I felt kind of really, really distant from myself.
Yeah, our day's over, all right? We got to rest.
I didn't really feel anything. I couldn't feel my arms or legs or body, and I felt like I was dying. Oh, sorry, Rod.
So you should recover. I think we've got it in time.
What a freaking day. Hey, I didn't mean to yell at you.
Mate.
Sorry, no, genuinely, I'm sorry about that. That was just stupid. I think I was overheating at that point.
That's okay, but you can't, honestly, you can't argue with the Outback, mate, because it's going to win every bloody time.
Isolation and the pristine waters of the icy Southern Ocean off Tasmania make an ideal habitat for southern rock lobsters, prized for their flavour, especially by the Chinese.
The demand is high. It's rated the best lobster to eat in the world.
Current prices average around $50 per lobster.
Our lobster stocks at the moment are the best I've ever seen them. It's a quota system, so we only catch 1,050 tonne a year. And that generates about $55 million
wow.
in revenue.
How are we actually finding these pots where the lobsters are?
Every time a pot goes over the side, Squeezy puts a mark in the computer, and that's all GPS located.
We're at the first pot, just over here. Cobra will show you how it first starts. You'll throw the grapple, pull the floats in, goes over the horns, around the hauler, and then the lobster pot will come up. You'll carry it over to here, put it down. Hopefully he's got a few lobsters in it. Can you guys guess what you've earned out of that first pot?
Big old Zilcho.
Zilcho, baby. Grab the grapple rod and throw her. Good throw. Beautiful job.
Oh no, another empty. These are a lot like open mine, and we pulled up a few pots for absolutely bloody nothing.
Bloody hell. I don't know what's going on. And to make things a little bit worse, the breeze has come in. I didn't think it'd come in till about lunchtime.
It's getting a lot of this stuff. Old guts is turning a bit.
Rod's starting to look a bit pale under the eyes. I'm wondering if he's going to be all right. If he starts spewing, apparently that's the end of it.
Mate, honestly, we've got another 5 hours to go. And we only go further out. I think we're cooked. I'm the captain. I've got to look after your safety. And I don't think you can do it. We're still within an hour of the wharf, and I think it's best decision to take you back.
But you're going back out, so that's going to be up to you, mate.
So I'm going to keep going.
Yeah, it's all up to you, Jimmy.
Mate. Man, I was nervous coming into this just with Rod, and now that he's going back, it's going to be all on me. It's putting the pressure on big time to make some money.
Bad enough feeling sick, but, you know, it cost Squizzy money. Let Jimmy down a bit. Yeah, I don't feel good at all.
We're going to pull them as fast as we can to get in, back in.
I know, we already wasted bloody an hour taking Rod in. Missed him.
Mate, you know what that's called? The circle of shame we're about to do, because you weren't on the ball.
Gotta go loop back around further, because I missed the bloody pot. You gotta seriously have your eye every second, or you're gonna miss pots like I just did. Circle of shame.
Good throw. That's it, mate. Pull. Pull, pull, pull.
Huh?
Pull. Pull your muscle. Let it go if you can't hold, JC. You're fighting it. Loose your slack. Yep, walk straight back.
Yep. Yep.
Octopus.
What the hell?
Octopus. Oh. Get it out, JC.
What do I do?
Grab him behind the head. Holy. Octopus is our #1 enemy. They damage the lobsters.
That's what Nike does. They just absolutely destroy them. See, he's got his eye sucked out?
Yeah, oh, full gone in the eye.
Yeah. So any lobsters what are in an octopus pot, you can't sell them. That's a bit better, isn't it?
Hey, we got some! We're on! We got lobster.
So when you measure it, measure from there to there.
So that has to be touching the back.
It's got to be like that.
If you have any undersized lobsters on your boat, you get massive fines.
You just put them up from the head near where the eyes are, back down this abdomen.
Yep, that size.
Yep, and then
it goes in there.
Straight in
That's
one of those.
#1. You just got paid.
That's it, payday #1.
Payday #1, mate.
Woohoo!
Couple of nice ones in there.
Look at that.
That's a nice pot.
Yep. I'm slowly getting the hang of it, but fast paced, and I don't want to any of these sizes.
Just got to pick the pace up a bit, mate.
I know.
Hey, JC, can you just throw them undersized back over the side, please?
Yeah, mate. It was bloody exciting when we saw them all come out in that pot, but pretty much all of them are getting thrown back because they're not of size.
That's our future stock. That's why I know our future looks bright, because we're just seeing so many undersized. Yeah! Beautiful. Absolute beautiful. That's insane.
Hello, paycheck.
High five, mate.
Yeah, you beauty. There's tons in here. Oh, man. I wish Rod was here right now. He'd be absolutely freaking out. Just look at this bad boy. Money. Bang. Look at that guy. This is looking good.
It's looking okay. Hopefully we've got 100 in there.
We've got a lot of lobster in here, but I actually don't know if it's enough.
Rightio, we'll start counting them in, mate.
This is the important bit right now. Captain sizes to see if we did it right. Every single lobster that goes into the undersized bucket, that's just money getting pulled out of our pockets.
$117, mate.
117?
At $50 per lobster, the total catch value is over $5,000.
What does that actually put me at?
You'll go 500, mate. That.
500?
Yep.
Thank you for that. Thanks
Good
for having
comeback
us on.
too.
You don't want, mate.
I will
Yeah.
say you're a good worker.
Yeah?
You come and get a job with us anytime.
Yeah? Bloody oath. That's cracker. Rod, mate.
How'd you go, mate?
You look better. You good?
5 minutes off the boat, mate. I come good.
117.
Really? Oh, good work,
Look
Jimbo.
at that, mate. Look at that.
He done real well. Real proud of him. Yeah, done exceptional. I mean, $500, that gets us out of trouble.
Dude, hard work. I've literally torn my shirt to shreds. Like, really realising now that being an opal miner isn't just about pulling opal out of the ground. If you can feed yourself, get water and feed yourself, you can just about live in most places.
Knowing how to use a firearm safely is very, very important. Thing with them they're very, very dangerous, you know. They will kill you. You know, gun safety, that whole hunting attitude, I was educated to that at a very young age. I found out about John. He's got a gun range out here, so I reckon I'll take Jimmy out the gun range and see what sort of a shot he is. And John, is it?
Yeah.
Right, mate, I spoke to you on the phone.
Yeah.
It's my mate, JC.
JC, how you going? Good.
John Didona, based out of Cooper Pedy, trains professional kangaroo shooters. In Australia, roo numbers are high enough to allow a quota to be commercially hunted for meat and skins.
JC, how much experience you had with firearms?
Honestly, I've got no experience.
All right.
So I'm pretty fresh at all this.
The first thing he's got to do is just give him a bit of a safety briefing.
Straight in like that, there's a lever here that you push open.
Teach him how to load the rifle, how to look down the scope. He'll give him 5 shots at 100 metres and see how close he gets to the target.
Aim at your target and squeeze the trigger slowly. First shot's here.
I'm in.
You're in.
I think that first shot was a bit of beginner's luck.
When they're doing the roo shooting course, they got to get 5 rounds inside here, so you've already got 1. 4 more to go, and I can class you as a roo shooter. Lock it in, good to go.
All right.
Okay, we'll show clear. We'll pull the magazine out, remove the bolt, press that button in and pull the bolt out. Gun's all clear. Okay, you got to walk 200 metres. You got to go out and grab your target and bring it back.
Hey, mate, you're going good. Ooh, look at that. All in. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Every single target, every single ball.
Wait, they were all in there?
Every single one.
Yeah.
Mate, that's exceptional shooting. Freaking proud of you.
I'm pretty chuffed right now.
You should be. You should be. So whilst we were here, I met Chris. He was here having a shot on the range. He's the local police officer and he's actually going out on a roo hunt this Arvie. Being Aboriginal, they're allowed to hunt kangaroos. And he goes out, hunts kangaroos and takes them back to the community for meat for the community. So he's invited me and Jimmy along for the roo hunt.
Have you been doing this like hunting your whole life?
Pretty much. Yeah, just going to the butcher shop, so.
Yeah. So you like not only shoot for yourself, but you actually are supplying for the community.
Yeah.
That's really cool.
There's always someone looking for a feed, so.
Hopefully we'll be snacking around the fire tonight.
That all depends on you, mate. So.
Yeah.
No pressure.
Oh, God. No pressure. What's that feeling? I'm feeling that. It's a massive step up going from a range out into the wild to actually hunt something. Oh, there's one laying down right there, straight up ahead.
Stop there, just stop here. He doesn't look like he's going to move. Just get closer. Oh, hang on, you haven't put the bolt. Yeah, pull that round out, pull that round out. Just tip it on the side. Okay, now close it.
No, he's gone. Disregard.
What did I do wrong then?
The magazine wasn't clicked all the way in.
Oh, right there, straight off to the left.
Oh, yeah.
3 of them.
Back. Yeah, there's a big red
Just get him
one
go
now.
back, Jono.
What?
Get him go back.
Oh, right there. Just there.
Yeah, hang on. Stop. Load it up. Go for the back of the head. Make sure you go back of the head.
Back of the head, he's leaning down.
Yeah, just
Where the ears.
wait till he pops up just a little bit.
Wait for him to pop his head up.
There you go, headshot. That's it.
Hey, little buddy. Whew. It was a clean shot, and that roof felt nothing. Instantaneous. Feel good about that. Chris has got a spot picked out where we're going to cook it up. He's going to cook it in the traditional way.
That was a fantastic effort. You just got a natural ability for hunting, mate, which is a skill that you really need. You just got to respect the animal. If you shoot it, you eat it.
Hey!
How good is this?
Pull all the stomach out, mate.
This is the traditional way Aboriginal people prepare their kangaroo.
Yeah, just tuck it straight on. Tuck that on the fire now to singe all the hairs. The stomach here is an indigenous version of a Scottish haggis.
Oh, yeah. Currently squeezing the inner contents of the kangaroo's stomach out.
Turn it right inside out all the way, go down the water and give it a good washing.
I think it's looking pretty clean. Traditional indigenous haggis. Well, it might not look most delectable, but there's meat in there.
The kangaroo itself just goes straight into the oven, covered up with hot coals.
Face is like melting right now. It singes you. God, I had to put a welding jacket on and welding gloves just to get in there.
Yeah, he'll pass. It is good. You can cook for me anytime. Watch out, come on.
Quite a strong odour. This is a bit of stomach. It's like a real chewy version of the fat you get on steak. That's good.
After today, he's come up a long way in my estimations. He's done real well. He didn't back down about anything, and yeah, I'm bloody proud of him.
I feel pretty awesome having done that and having experienced this, especially the traditional Indigenous way. When I was in there in the coals for a second, I was getting a bit, don't know about this. And when I had my hands in the guts, I kind of thought, I don't know about this either. But at the end of the whole process, that came out beautifully.
What do you reckon, Rod?
Good tucker, mate. Perfect.
Really encouraging that on this journey, I'm learning things and I'm taking all these skills on board, and I feel like I'm learning, and Rod's praise really brings that home. So feeling really good at the end of today.
So we're seeing movement in the ground, but as yet nothing's glowed.
Okay, guys, I think if there was something there, you would have seen it come out.
Righto.
That's it.
Fucking roll,
yet.
really, isn't there? Nothing at all shining in that.
But you can tell that it'll light up if it is there. Black lights are great.
I'll tell you what, you're a lot quicker on the face with these than what we are of a daytime.
Yeah.
Maybe the next dig, eh?
Yeah, I reckon it'll be there next time.
Jesus.
What?
Look what I just put my hand on, Jimmy. It's a scorpion. Geez, that thing bites, it'll ruin your night.
In a final push to make some money in Andamuka, by night mining using UV blacklights, Rod has discovered danger lurking in the shadows.
Look at that. I had my hand right alongside
Oh
that
my
ugly
God,
bugger.
you nearly got bit.
This thing's insane. It's about that big. Little pincer on the back. Ooh.
They glow under the black light.
They glow?
Like opal, yeah?
Hey, look at that.
Look at that thing.
It's the sugar and wax that's in their skin that helps them glow.
If he grabs hold of you, he'll know all about it. It'll ruin your night. There you got the worst pain. Yeah, in Australia, we haven't got any deadly scorpions, but they certainly sicken you. You swell up, and 5 or 6 hours, you're not going to be real happy. It certainly give me a bit of a fright, yeah.
We don't want this poor little creature to die, so we'll go and relocate him. Oh my God, Rod, you freaking madman. What are you doing?
He's trying hard to bite me. I can feel the little stinger thing trying to move
Wriggling
into
around.
position. You ready?
Jesus, no.
I got it.
Righto, you ready?
What, do you got a pet down there? Come on, let's go digging.
It's not looking good down there right now, but we just got to hold in, have a few more scrapes with this excavator, and then hopefully something shows up. Good to go?
Yep, good to go.
Hey.
Hello, here we go. Jimmy.
Whoa.
Hey, Layla.
Hey, I can see it.
That's pretty cool, Jimmy.
We've hit something.
JC, up in the wall, just to your right. Go up a bit with the light.
Just there, look.
Whoa.
The only problem with these black lights is that you can't actually tell if you've got just standard potch or you've actually got some play of colour in the opal.
Potch, or common opal, is colourless and worthless. Coloured opal is full of uniformly arranged silica spheres, which diffract light into the colours of the rainbow. In potch, the silica spheres are too jumbled to create colour.
Here we go, moment of truth. I'm gonna put the normal light on it. And it's all potch. We got no colour in here at all. That sucks.
All right, guys, let's do another scrape.
Just a bit after midnight now. Pete's starting to get a little bit tired. We just need to find more before he pulls the pin.
Let's get down there.
Just their new foot rod.
Down. Oh, yeah.
Two big pieces. I thought I'd seen something glowing.
Oh, yeah. Look.
Jeez, look at that.
That's colour.
Oh my God, and it's got red in it. Check it out.
We got colour here, Jimmy. I was standing on it, Leela. That's why I couldn't see the bloody thing. I was standing on it.
Orange and red flash.
The seam's obviously over here. Right here behind you, mate. You're on the hot spot, right there. No, under it, there it is.
I know, I'm in a field of freaking opal. I don't want to turn my light on, I just want to...
I get some nice big
I can't
pieces.
handle it if it's going to be potch again. Oh, mate, I don't like this. What? Colour!
Whoa!
Andamuka.
Andamuka crystal.
We've got some. Got to give it to Pete, he knows where to dig.
Whoa!
Oh, there you go, you got some
Tickle
down
me
there.
grandmother!
I can see it glowing.
Can you see that?
Rod
Yes.
sounds happy.
Check it out from here.
That's cheesy. Oh! Look at that.
That's crystal.
Yeah, it's beautiful crystal.
Can you see all the way through it?
Yeah, Andamooka is just famous for its crystal opal. This is why. Crystal clear. It's like a sheet of glass. It's just full of colour. There got to be a couple of dollars in this. I mean, that is lovely crystal. It really is.
Like, that is so clear. All you can see is little flashes of colour. It's
clear
suspended in
it's
nothing.
clear as
It's
glass, isn't it?
mesmerising.
Ah, thank you, guys. Thank you.
Magic.
Consider yourself high five,
Yes,
Leela.
I
You bloody got it, mate.
do. Well done.
It was pretty successful, that Jimmy, wasn't it, eh?
Hey, mate, we got crystal.
It's worth a few bucks. Well, this is the serious end of the night now. Pete's going through the opal, divvy it up a little bit, and he's going to put a value on it. The deal we struck with Pete's 25%, so we're not getting a huge percentage, but if it's worth a few $1,000s, then that percentage will be okay. If it's under $5,000, it's not much money.
We've got some very nice stuff. There's a few nice reds, bits and pieces.
There's a couple in there I noticed that are real red.
Yep.
So what do you reckon, Pete?
Well, $1,000, $1,200 an ounce. So, you know.
$5,500.
Yeah.
That's not a bad night's work.
Yeah.
Excellent.
You all right?
Yeah.
So me and Rod found 3 bits of matrix opal, and we're going to throw that on the bonnet as well, put that into the parcel and see if we can get that valued up.
Matrix opal is a conglomerate of limestone with tiny grains of precious opal. In the rough, it's difficult to see the opal, but Andamooka matrix is unique in that it can be chemically treated to enhance the opal colour, potentially increasing its value.
Kind of got no idea what this stuff is worth.
That's purple green and half mauve. You know, those there, like they are, you know, they'd be $350 worth or something like that, like it is. Look, I tell you what, you guys can have that. Once it's treated, then you'll crank that up 3, maybe 5 times.
How do you go about treating this matrix stuff?
If you want to get it treated while you're here, I know someone, Dave the mad scientist.
Mad scientist?
Dave the mad scientist, yeah.
Mad scientist,
And
yeah.
he is mad. He works at the school, he's a science teacher there, and he's cooked up some matrix for us before, so yeah. If you want him to do your stuff before you head off, then I can give you his number.
Ah, cool. I'm happy with that, mate.
No worries.
Thanks
Thank you.
very much, mate.
Thanks for coming
Thanks
over.
for that, Pete.
Thanks, you know.
The next day, and the Kellys need Rod and JC to help them break in a new piece of cutting-edge machinery that could be an opal mining game-changer.
Like, this flip screen costs $80K and massive, massive outlay of cash for one bit of machinery.
Got to be reliable, so we've made a major investment in the digger and the screen.
Just about to test that flip screen for the very, very first time.
Flip screens are normally used to sieve dirt in earth-moving applications. The Kellys wanted to sieve waste dirt, known as mullock, for missed opal.
If this does work, you can use it on any of the fields. We'd use it back home. So it's a big moment for them.
Our opal is in a nice hard ironstone boulder, and so if there's anything left in that mullock, we'll sieve it out with that screen.
That's unreal.
For over 50 years, thousands of tonnes of mullock have piled up here, concealing a potential fortune.
Some of the best opal that's ever come out of Queensland come out of this cut. They're going to flip screen it and pick up all the stuff that's been missed from, 50 years ago. You always lose some, you don't get it all. This mullock heap's probably full of $1 million worth of opal or more.
Look at that.
The flip screen has passed the first test. Boulders have been sieved out. Now to see if they hold opal.
So I guess what you're getting us to do is just go through everything he tips out of there and look for the colour.
that colour. Check this out, Michael. Just a little bit of colour there.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, it's lovely.
One thing we've all got is big mullet piles with opal in them. I think this is a great idea. Oh! Hey, Jimmy! Hey, Michael, have a look at this!
Holy mate.
Mate, that's bloody spot on, eh?
And you've got mountains of this stuff behind you.
No.
You have millions in here.
The only problem we've got now is how we're going to deal with it all.
Yeah.
We need you blokes here all the time.
20% of that's ours, don't forget.
Rod, JC and the Kellys now have a parcel big enough to be professionally cut.
I just
Look at
can't believe that.
I reckon there's a few days worth of work there.
Oh, definitely.
And we'll see what 20% looks like, eh?
I have a feeling it's going to look pretty good.
All right, I'll see you then.
Erin's cutter will take 48 hours to process the opal.
Rod and Dogger and these yabbies and this river, it's just stunning. But I can't help but think about this opal. And like, yeah, we found some really good opal, but we're on such a small percentage of it, and it's gonna have to cut up really, really well if we're gonna get anywhere that 20 grand I need.
Hey, Erin, how are you, mate?
I'm all right. How's the last few days been for you?
Nervous and excited about coming back here,
Well,
seeing what happens.
Some of it didn't cut quite the way we wanted.
No.
Have a seat, Mum, and I'll go and get this stuff.
Yeah.
Rightio.
It is a reveal.
It is a bit of a reveal. So I've sort of grouped them into 3 main sets.
Yep.
Based on quality and colour. So here's the first one.
Whoa.
How's that?
That's the first one.
Oh, yeah. Look at that little stone there.
Yeah, that one, Jimmy.
That's a ripper.
Look at
Beautiful,
the
aren't
red
they?
gold in that.
Some really unique little colours in that lot too.
Rightio.
That's magic.
You want to see a little bit more?
Yeah, come on.
Ready?
Oh.
Yeah, look at that. That's just completely different, yeah.
They're beautiful.
See, that's special.
Right, Aaron. The suspense is killing me, mate. I want to have a look at that third plate.
Righto.
You got best for last, don't you?
We might have.
Yeah.
We found some nice stuff behind in that big piece. You ready?
Yeah.
Righto.
Oh, pickle me grandmother, Jimmy. Look at that. Oh, look at that.
We've been looking at it for a day now in stunned silence.
Are you serious?
Look at that.
That's just unbelievable.
That is top quality Hammond opal.
I can't put this one down. That's my favourite. When that last plate come out, I mean, jeez, you know, the old heart skipped a beat.
That one there's done it for me.
Oh, Aaron. I've got to ask, mate, what's your value on this stuff?
We've had a look at it as a family, and we think that there's 100,000.
Yes, Jimmy! I knew it! Look at her, couple of her. She's better looking than you. Good on you, mate. Thank you. Thank you so much. Really good.
Bring it in, bring it in. Bring it in, Joe.
Thanks, mate.
At 100,000, $20,000 of this is yours. Now we've got the dirt off it, we actually have a fellow who's interested in it.
You take and sell it and we'll settle up later.
All right, well, if you leave it with us, the cheque's in the mail. Well done, fellas. Thank you.
Thanks so much for that.
guys.
That's a great result for us, Jimmy. You done the maths yet? It's our best one, mate.
By far. Expenses was $1,600.
Yep.
We even got $350 each for that cattle work.
Yep.
Here's the one. We made $10,000 each.
Yep.
Each.
I know. I told you, mate. I told you.
That puts us on $14,100 each for the whole trip so far.
We're back in there, mate. See, Jimmy? This is what I tell you, mate. You know, life's a gamble. You know?
I was going to leave.
I know you were.
I
But
was on the
life's-
cusp.
I know.
We're getting towards the end of this trip, and Emma's just getting more and more pregnant every day.
You'll be back for little Rodney, don't you worry about that.
Well, we
It's
need
not-
20 grand.
I know, and it's not over yet.
And we need it soon.
Well, what are we doing standing here? Hit the road, mate, if we're going to do it. Tim, how are you, mate?
Yeah, good, Rod. Long time no see.
It has been a bloody long time, mate, hasn't it?
Wingham.
Yeah, good to
How's
see
your
you,
mum?
mate. Yeah, she's good, she's good. Young Jimmy's the bloke I told you about. Trying to teach him a few things.
Right, so you've done opals and everything else. You want to come up here and find some gold, sapphires, diamonds. We've got it all up here.
Rivers all over Australia can be home to gemstones and gold. But high mountain streams are rich as the valuable minerals are forced to the surface when mountains are formed. Prospecting without a permit is allowed only on private land, with the landowner's agreement.
This is one of the few areas where I've got access to private property and we can go and dig in the creek. 1,500 metres up there,
Yeah?
1,400 around here. You will not get any higher in Australia to find goodies.
You know, I took a big risk bringing Jimmy down here. It was a fair detour. But I think it's important, you know. Gold's at a record price. It's worth a lot of money. So if I can teach him how to find gold in the outback, he's always got a chance of getting an income.
Sapphires are also at a record high price.
We're going to be looking for a spot where there might be an accumulation of sapphires, gems, whatever it's in there.
Whatever's there.
And then we'll get the river sluices out and we'll go into a bit of a production.
The best part about learning gold and learning how to use all the tools and instruments is that it's not just here in the high country, it's all around Australia. When those crashes happen in Opal, you need to learn how to adapt and move on to something else, and that's what Rod's teaching me here today.
Righto, we've got waders. They are fishing waders, but they work just as well. Summer ones.
You're not bloody serious, are you, Tim? Are you serious?
Just straight
You're taking
in
the
there.
aren't you? Eh?
Biggest safety issue up here with waders on, if you trip, the water will go down there and fill up in the boots and drag you down the current. You'll literally drown.
Gemstones and gold gather in rivers in much the same way. Weathering erodes them from their host rock, then transports them into rivers. Heavier than the surrounding gravels, they settle into the riverbed, usually in the slow-moving water.
The water's running really fast down there. You can see the rapids, but just over here on the inside of the bend, calm water. And as soon as it loses that energy, the heavier things are going to drop out.
Starts sinking down. So really, all these corners the whole way up, there could be gold for days up here.
There could be, and if we find a big rock on an inside bend, even better. Righto, I'll go back to the car and get the machines.
To separate gems and gold from the river gravel, they'll use sluices. A tool that's changed little in 150 years of gold mining in this region.
Why don't you guys operate on this one?
Yep.
I'll set up the river sluice over here, but you'll get to see how both systems work.
Yeah, for sure. Drop her up there, mate. I mean, it's a pretty simple piece of machinery, really. We drop the gravels up here. The big stuff will slide off, the big rocks. The fine gravel with gold or sapphires or anything goes through these holes. The heavier things drop to the bottom. Tim's such a bloody good mate, you know. He said anything we find out here today, we can keep. He's not taking a cut out of it. And that's very, very good of him, you know.
I only really have days left until I got to get back to Emma and have our little baby. So this is it's a bit of a last-ditch effort.
Well, Rod, the sun's going down, mate. I think it's nearly time to have a clean out.
Come on, show us a big old sapphire. Come on. Sapphire?
There's a few sapphires through here, Jimmy, look.
They're only little ones, though.
Yeah. Trick here to find the bigger ones. The little ones I call just fish tank gravel. We need to find some cutters, something a bit bigger.
Oh, there's a little bluey. Look at that one.
Where?
Come have a look at this, Tim.
Oh, you got something of size.
Must have been one shovelful. There's heaps of little sapphires
Even that one
here.
there.
Put him on your light.
That one's quite nice, and look at the clarity.
I reckon that'd cut a stone, don't you, Tim?
Yeah, yeah.
Oh, we got gold.
Oh, snap and nuts, Jimmy. Look at the size of it.
Look at that thing.
It goes from both sides. Look.
It's stuck in the bottom there. That's a gold nugget, baby. That's the first time I've ever seen gold come out of the ground.
Right there, look.
Feel it. Yeah, mate, you know how to pick it.
Oh, look, there's another one.
Oh,
that's a picker too.
If we're finding nuggets like this thing's gonna be chock-a-block. Tim, you bloody legend, mate.
Tim said we're going to do the big clean out now, so we'll take this out.
Wash it all down.
Now in the panning process, we're getting all that smaller stuff.
This is it. It all comes down to this, mate.
Oh, yeah, I'll see.
I can see it, look. Oh!
And you me.
Tickle me, Jimmy, look at it!
Yeah! Come on!
I mean, when it come back and you could see all that gold around the top of the rim, it's bloody beautiful. Look at the gold.
And the saps.
I'm f***ing happy with that.
How cool does that look?
That's beautiful.
We're going to wrap it up here now. And once we're warmed up and dry and everything, we'll check that gold out, see how much we've actually got. Dried her all out?
Yeah, cleaned it all up. I've had a good look through all the sapphires we pulled out, but basically they're all too small. But we did get the one. 1.35 carats in the rough. I would give that a value of around $250.
Ooh, that's all right.
We've still got all this gold.
Woohoo!
You got the big nugget to go yet?
6.3 grams.
6.3 grams, Jimmy.
At $85 a gram Australian, that's $500 in your pocket, boys.
That's not bad day with the sapphire.
Mate.
That's what, $750 for the day.
Bloody good day in the river.
That's pretty good for a learner.
Thanks, Tim. Bloody legend,
No
mate.
dramas,
Bloody
mate.
legend.
Today was a real good lesson for Jimmy. You know, he done things here that he's never done before. We were using sluices, we're in the snowy mountains, in a river, up in the snow. It's pretty invaluable.
To know that you can find all these different gemstones and gold from one beautiful, beautiful place, it's, you know, it's pretty cool to learn.
Oh, Landy's not liking this cold weather, Jimmy, is it?
No, I know how she feels, mate.
So take you for a wander around, show you the mine, right? And you can pick a spot. Show me what you've learned.
Absolutely.
This whole bloody trip's been about teaching Jimmy, you know? And I'm going to be really interested to see what he says, you know, what he finds and why he's choosing that spot. There's not much ground left under here, Jimmy.
No, there isn't. I do have a feeling I know what I'm looking for in terms of science. A lot of movement is really, really good. That's what you want to see in opal-bearing ground. The main things here is slips that could have just fed that silica solution down.
Millions of years ago, opal formed where silica-rich water drained into cracks in the ground, becoming trapped by clay or rock. That silica eventually formed opal.
I think it's going to be a bit of a culmination of all my knowledge that Rod's taught me of all the fields to try and find the spot in here.
All right, Jimmy, come down here. I want to show you something down here. When we go into here, don't make a lot of noise. Do not hit the walls or anything like that. Just be quiet and steady, all right?
Holy shit, bro.
Shh, don't yell. That's a collapse, mate. Size of a house over there that's come down, you know.
Before Rod actually got into this mine, the previous miners took too much ground in there.
It's not just you anymore, you know. You got a wife and you got a little baby coming into this world. This is, for me, the most important thing I can teach you. You know, you want to go up that ladder to see them every night. You don't want to be under that. Come on, let's get out of here.
After seeing that, a lot more thinking is going to happen at the spot we're going to pick to dig today.
Hey, Rod.
Yeah?
Come have a look at this. I reckon I've got a spot.
Have a look running down here.
Yeah, what do you like about that, Jimmy?
We've got this little slip running down.
Yep.
And then we've got a second one that's coming in, and they're crossing into each other. Very well could have just pulled under here. It will have... Hey, that's a little bit of opal there.
I like your spot, mate. This is the spot I would have picked too.
You know what it needs now?
Yeah, big lump of opal.
Needs a jackhammer in it.
A little bit of colour here, Jimmy, a little bit of purple, a little bit of lead-up colour.
You know, so far not seeing much. It's the old bloody gamble again. You just got to keep digging where the signs are, and if it doesn't turn, then you get out.
Ooh, hello. Getting lots of little chippy bits, but nothing much.
Still just bloody potch.
Oh.
I'm leaving tomorrow, so we're just going to keep mining until the last hours we've got. Whoa! Right!
What?
I got colour!
Oh, you beauty, Jimmy.
Mate, it's big.
Look at the size of that, Jimmy.
Look at that.
Oh, that's nice colour.
2 bits, baby.
You beauty.
Look at this.
Oh, that's a nice bit of colour. It's funny looking, bud, isn't it?
Yeah.
Hey, this might get us over the line, mate. More of it. Green, mate.
That's money right there. That's money right there.
Hang on a bit, mate. We might have something here, mate.
We definitely have something. Look
No,
at
no.
What do you mean, no, we do?
I know, something special, mate.
What are you doing? You're freaking me out.
This isn't just opal, mate. I think we got a fossil.
You serious?
Yeah, I'm very serious. Yeah, well, yes, look. Mate, look at that. It fits together perfectly. Do you know how rare this is to find? Mate, you know that if this is a dinosaur bone, fossilised dinosaur bones are worth a fortune. It looks like bone. It's the right shape. It's unusual. I think the young fella's probably found the best fossil I've ever seen.
What do we even do with it?
What we do with this now is we go in and see Jenny at the Opal Centre. She's a paleontologist in there. She's an expert on this sort of stuff. I want to find out exactly what it is.
We still need $5,500 each to pull this whole trip off. This could be the absolutely biggest find me and Rod have ever made.
Hey, Jenny, how are you, mate?
Hey, Rod. Good to see you.
You too, mate.
How you doing?
Hello.
Hello.
With you, JC?
Hey, JC. Nice to meet you.
How busy are you?
Have you got something interesting?
I think I do. I'm not sure.
Yeah?
I think I do.
A couple bits more.
Holy
Oh, I love
That's
it.
good.
I love
That's
when
good.
a
That's very
paleontologist
good.
Says holy
Sorry. Well, just give me a sec.
Yep.
So tell me what you think it is.
I'm hoping it's a dinosaur fossil.
You're right.
I am?
Yeah. Yep. These are all herbivorous dinosaurs. I think it's a rib from one of these. Finding their bones is really, really, really rare, right? So just to give you an idea, you know how hard it is to find opal.
I do. I do.
One of the rarest gemstones in the world. Then you've got fossil formation. Only about 1 in a billion plants or animals will leave a trace of itself as a fossil. How many of that 1 in a billion are going to be opalised?
Normal opal forms in cracks in the ground. Fossilised opal forms in voids left by a decomposed plant or animal.
Any thoughts about what you're going to do with it?
We're going to sell it. Yeah. Now, I know you don't give values, but my opinion now, I reckon that's going to be worth $20,000 to $25,000.
It's not an unreasonable amount to ask. It's so rare, and if it were possible for you to keep us in mind, if this could make it into our collection, then we could make it available for scientific research.
Yeah.
Your friends and family could come and see it, and it's telling us something about the deep history of our continent.
I haven't even ever thought about that side of it
Mm.
with this kind of thing.
These are uniquely Australian items. There's nowhere else in the world that you can find a dinosaur bone preserved in opal.
We're just in a bit of a unique situation. I mean, Jimmy's just about to have a baby, and you know us opal miners, we're always broke.
I understand.
All right, Jenny, thank you so much, mate. I
You're
really
welcome.
appreciate your time.
Good to meet you.
Jenny.
Well, you've made my day.
You've made our day.
Made our day, yeah.